Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. Hope everybody's having a fantastic little day. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? This is very funny. I was just looking at Twitter and just realized that Twitter is down. So that is very, very cool. Because I was just going to look at something from Twitter to talk about it, but now Twitter is down. I guess I'll have to access it separately. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic, fantastic day. Is my sound good? Everything good? Everything all right? Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Fantastic. Twitter is apparently down on the computers or something. Or the website is down. It still works on my phone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, said AP's live before David Wood. Yeah, I know. I noticed. I scheduled a live stream. Then I noticed that David Wood treacherously also scheduled a live stream, which is very, very unbecoming. And we need to have a conversation about that. So we need to have a serious, serious, serious conversation about that. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I want to talk about that needs to be addressed. There is the situation in Iran going on as we speak right now. There are updates from the region that that the U.S., United States of America, is preparing to strike Iran, is in striking distance to Iran right now, to the Islamic regime of Iran. The Islamic regime of Iran, the Islamic regime that tyrannically rules over Iran, said that that if anybody messes with them, they're going to regret it. They call it the last battle. The numbers of deaths in Iran have increased massively according to the estimates. There are some estimates putting it way above the estimates that we have had so far, some going as high as 40,000 people dead in Iran, killed by the Islamic regime. But everything that is coming out of Iran is kind of currently a little bit murky, a little bit blurry. It's very difficult to tell what's actually going on. However, while we're waiting on that, I can say, from those who are familiar with the situation, many others are saying it too, that possibly within the next few days or the next week or two, things are going to get really, really bad, and some major war or some major battle might start between Iran and between the Islamic regime of Iran and the United States of America, and with other countries involved. There's a lot of there are lots of attempts to, ease the tensions. The European Union just condemned the Islamic regime of Iran for their massacres and for their mistreatment of their own of the population. They have, however, failed to actually look for a solution, and have basically advocated for whatever Western values there are to advocate for. And the European Union still doesn't understand that Iran is not Europe, and other cultures are not Western cultures. Iran is its own culture. Iran has its own people. The people of Iran most favorably want to be led by the Crown Prince, by Reza Pahlavi, and Europeans. Many centrist and left-wing Europeans simply do not get it. They think they have to play everything by the same standard that they have tried to play it in Afghanistan, forcing systems upon people who do not want these systems. People have a very, very difficult time respecting the will and the desire of other people around the world to be ruled by whatever they want to be ruled by. And if the people of Iran want to be led by the crown prince, then that should be respected, right? We should be respecting cultures. Isn't that what we learn? We should be respecting people's cultures. If this culture doesn't want your your policies and your politics and all that, then you should probably respect what they want. The people of Iran do not want the Islamic regime. The people of Iran do not want to make peace with the regime. The people of Iran do not want to look for a diplomatic solution with the regime. The people of Iran want a revolution. They want to violently, if necessary, get rid of the Islamic regime and to be led by the crown prince in order to then go toward a better future, such as a democracy led by the crown prince, or at least under his leadership, transition toward a democracy, or have a constitutional monarchy, which is also something that you have in many European countries, in several European countries. So people have great difficulties understanding that. But I hope something will happen soon. And I hope something will happen in terms of precision strikes against the Islamic regime, which has murdered tens of thousands of people inside Iran. And I hope that the people of Iran can be free very soon. I sincerely hope that we will see the day very, very soon. Until we see the day, here are some very, very funny news. Very, very funny news. So, today, I started the day, opened my Twitter or X account, and saw Douglas Murray, who was sued by Mohammed Hijab for defamation because he allegedly misrepresented Mohammed Hijab in a Spectator article that he wrote about Mohammed Hijab. Mohammed Hijab sued him for defamation. He lost the defamation case for massive amounts of pounds. And apparently Mohammed Hijab has now filed for bankruptcy. What a stupid move. And how dumb can you be, man? How dumb can you really be? Mohammed Hijab sued the Spectator and Douglas Murray, and he lost the case because he didn't really have anything, any proper evidence to bring. He went to court and apparently acted in front of the judge and, you know, whoever, and the representation, whoever there is, like a complete jerk, like he usually does. He actually put on his debate tone and his debate face and started acting like, why don't you believe me? Nobody can insult me. Nobody can lie about me. And by the way, let me tell you 50,000 lies about myself and about Douglas Murray and about this and about that. Me strong.
I'm your teacher, boy.
He probably went to the judge and told him,
I'm your teacher, boy.
and said,
You're hiding, boy. You're hiding.
and also,
You're finished already. Look at me. Look at me. You know you're done.
and the judge didn't buy that. The judge didn't buy that and said, get the hell out of here. So he lost the case and was ordered to pay. Let me see, what was the precise amount again, if I can find it. He has been given a $670,000 pound, and the final amount that he's ordered to pay, including taxes, is 850,000 pounds. 850,000 pounds. 850,000 pounds. For those who do not know how much that is, it is over $1 million. It is about 1.15 million United States dollars. What an absolute imbecile. What a complete imbecile. So, as a result of that, the narcissist, Mohammed Hijab, of course, cannot afford that kind of money. He has since attempted to somehow raise money from his Muslim audiences by organizing some events, organizing martial arts fights, raising money somehow, organizing different debates, or trying to sue somebody else and get the money back from them. Just now, he actually, to my knowledge, he sued Tommy Robinson. I had just seen updates about that. I didn't ask Tommy myself. I guess I could ask him about that as well. But according to the latest information, he's now going after Tommy Robinson. He's trying to sue him. So he is trying to he sues Douglas Murray because he thinks he can just do whatever he wants because he's a narcissist. And there's something that needs to be said about Mohammed Hijab. So Mohammed Hijab has no respect and no regard for any boundaries, anybody's honor, any agreements, or anything like that. We know that, right? If you have any doubts about that, you can go and watch my 2-hour video, which is called "The End of Mohammed Hijab." I predicted all of this. You can watch my video, "The End of Mohammed Hijab," which I think has now over 1 million views. Hang on. The End of Mohammed Hijab. The End of Mohammed Hijab. Let's see. Where's that video? I believe that video now has over 1 million views. Let's have a look. Hang on, bear with me for a second. Yes, there you go. You see this?
Especially after becoming Christians.
No, I'm not trying to listen to myself. Popular videos. Here are my videos. Yeah. Here are my videos. As you can see here on my channel, among the most popular videos, you can see "The End of Mohammed Hijab," 1 hour and 47 minutes. I published that quite a while ago. And in this video, I dealt extensively with how he acts, with his lack of honesty, with his trickery, his disgusting behavior, with how much he lied to me, how he challenged me to a debate, then backed out, then agreed to a debate, then backed out, then agreed again to a debate, then eventually backed out with excuses. And when I confronted him and asked him if he was going to debate me under any circumstances, he actually privately said to me, "No, I wasn't going to do that." So he actually he agreed. He challenged me to a debate, then he agreed to a debate with me, then he backed out with different excuses. And when I asked him, "Were you actually going to accept the debate or not?" he said, "No, you're not qualified to debate me." So, you're not qualified to debate me. Says the same guy who challenged me to a debate. So this is a typical narcissist. In fact, I can say this about him. I've had lots of private conversations with this guy. I messaged with him back and forth, and he has no respect for keeping things private. He just shares whatever he wants with anybody, about anyone. So privately, I also told him. I said to him, you most definitely have a narcissistic personality disorder. Are you aware of that? What he said to me was actually quite surprising. He said, "Yes, I know that I have a narcissistic personality disorder." He said that to me. So at least I have to give him credit where credit is due. He was actually honest about that, and he has some amount of self-awareness. So he is aware that he is a narcissist. He's aware that he has a narcissistic personality disorder, and sometimes it looks as if he's actually genuine and as if he's actually serious, as if he's actually trying to be better. But he always fails. It never, ever works. And I said to him, "I almost feel bad for you sometimes." He also told me that I hurt his feelings when I make content about Islam, by the way. Very, 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 very sad. Play some sad music. So this narcissist, and there's also an issue here. If he has a narcissistic personality disorder, then he actually can't really help it, That's the bad thing. He can learn, right? He's intelligent. He can, and there's no denying that. He's an intelligent guy. He can learn. He can improve himself somehow. He can find ways to deal with it. He can find ways to actually become a better person and act in better ways. but it never looks like he's actually trying. And if we were just dealing with this one person and his personality disorder and his issues, it would be one thing. But this is Mohammed Hijab is only a symptom of a much greater sickness, of a much greater problem, which is that he is part of the Muslim apologist movement, if you can call it that, of the Muslims who push him and who applaud him and who cheer him on when he acts like a complete narcissist, when he tries to bully people, when he even tries to bully the judge. He is encouraged by Muslims to act this way and to be this way. He gets rewarded. He says something incredibly retarded like this here, which is an actual soundbite for those who don't know.
I'm your teacher, boy.
And they reward him for that kind of behavior. And then he actually thinks he can just sue The Spectator and Douglas Murray over defamation claims and can go in front of a court and start acting like that same narcissistic bully in court to a judge. Guess what? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So he loses. And he has to pay huge amounts of money. He has to pay the bills for everything now. He can't. So he declares bankruptcy. So here's Douglas Murray. After his failed defamation case against me and The Spectator, the man also known as Mohammed Hijab has declared himself bankrupt, said Douglas Murray. When you look for Mohammed Hijab's company, you find that Mohammed Nabil Hijab, this is actually his real name, Mohammed Nabil Hijab. This is his actual real name. He calls himself Mohammed Hijab. But this is how it's really spelled and written. So Mohammed Nabil Hijab has declared his business or himself insolvent. He has declared bankruptcy. And what he does thereby now is that he gives all his, I'm not sure exactly how this works. Is Christian Gadfly here? Christian Gadfly, are you watching? If you are watching, I'll send you a link and maybe you can come on here and explain that. But basically what it is that he now gives full control of his financial and monetary issues over to somebody who handles the bankruptcy period. And I think over the next 12 months or so, they will have to pay off and handle all his finances. And he has to basically declare everything that he owns, everything that he owes, everything that he possesses, any kind of money that he has anywhere. He has to disclose all of that, and they have to take care of it like he's a little baby and pay things off and then close it up with him having basically no money left. And then he has to start again from the beginning. Of course, the bankruptcy can also be seen as kind of like a way out. You have a huge debt to a court. You can't handle it. It is significantly more than anything you can afford. So you'll have to give everything over. They will have to handle everything, and they will take you over. They will take control of your money, handle the issue for you, and then give you back basically nothing after 12 months, after a year. And I think it will have an impact, as in for many years this will have a huge impact on his credit and other records. This will also serve as a precedent when he tries to sue somebody again, when he tries to sue somebody else again for defamation. It will be a precedent. It will be an example of how he acted in the past, of how he lied in the past in court, of how he tried to make himself the victim, of how he tried to act like. So I don't want to go too much into detail here, but we also know very much from the case, from the court case, from how it was handled, from everything that was reported, that he actually made plots with people that he worked together, going to court and directly lying to the court. For example, he claimed that The Spectator wrote an article about him which caused, which resulted in losses, because he has to somehow make the claim and prove that that the article written by The Spectator resulted in losses and damages for him. So what he did was he made an agreement with one of his friends, for example, with whom he works all the time, who does stuff in advertisement and in speeches and all that. And he convinced his friend to lie to the court and claim that he was very, very outraged when he saw the Spectator article. It really gave him a very, very bad impression about Mohammed Hijab. As a result of that, he didn't want to work with Mohammed Hijab anymore, and he had promised so much money to Mohammed Hijab for the work that he offered him before, and now he didn't want to work with Mohammed Hijab anymore because of the Spectator article. So that this resulted in great personal losses for Mohammed Hijab because of the Spectator article, and now this can be presented as damages. The court quickly realized that this is a complete lie. The guy is a friend of Mohammed Hijab, and he was in no way impacted or influenced by the Spectator article. They just made up a plot behind the scenes to bring it to court. And this guy is actually such a retarded, unrealistic, dumbass narcissist that he actually thinks he can convince one of his friends to go and to lie to court in such a blatant way, to make up a false story, to then claim that damages were incurred because of the defamatory Spectator article, as if the court is not going to investigate and figure that out. This guy is such an idiot. He is such an absolute imbecile. As soon as Douglas Murray posted that, Mohammed Hijab then posted this. Here's Mohammed Hijab's post from today. The day of judgment will expose who the truly bankrupt one really is. Dude, we don't need to wait for the day of judgment to realize who the truly bankrupt one really is. You are bankrupt. You have declared bankruptcy. This is how you, I don't know. These are the dumb excuses that you make for yourself. Yes, I am bankrupt. Yes, I have declared bankruptcy. But you just wait until the day of judgment. Oh, yeah, keep waiting, man. Keep waiting. It's not looking good for you. The day of judgment will expose who the truly bankrupt one really is. Oh, you're finished, man.
Fire, man.
We're proud of that.
The Prophet Muhammad said, do you know who the bankrupt one is? They said, the bankrupt among us is the one who has no money and no possession. He said, the bankrupt of my ummah is the one who will come on the day of resurrection with prayer, fasting, and zakah, but he comes having insulted this one, slandered that one, consumed the wealth of this one, shed the blood of that one, and beaten this one, so his good deeds will be taken and given to those he wronged. If his good deeds are exhausted before the rites are fulfilled, their sins will be taken and thrown upon him, then he will be thrown into the fire. Alhamdulillah. This is actually one of the not so bad hadiths compared to all the other stuff where you just, kill and behead and crucify and brand people and also rape children. So credit where credit is due. For a child rapist, these are some nice words. He may have raped a child, but he at least said some good things about good behavior to people. It's just child rape, man. If you, on the other hand, also advocate for some good behavior, what's really the big deal? What's really the problem? Nothing. Mohammed Hijab has declared bankruptcy, and he's going to deal with that now. Very, very nice. Go Noise Bulldozer said, I know I asked this before, but I didn't catch your answer. But what is your thoughts on Saint Olga of Kiev? I don't know much about her. I really do not know much about her. I've seen her icons and all that, but I don't know much about her. She's a saint. What can I say? I can't say anything about her. Wallen said, send a prayer up for my wife and brand new baby. She was born a few hours ago. God bless you and your wife and your new baby. I wish you all the best. May God preserve you. NorCal Global, Jew from the Hood out on all platforms. What's Jew from the Hood? Is it a song? I'm into songs. I'm into music. I'm a Jew from the Hood. Jew from the Hood. Jew from the Hood. NorCal Global, that Mark Malik ain't no blood, shout out Valley, he Peru, Sacramento, yeah, I agree. Jack Ray, who is more late than late P? David Wood. I know he's later than I am, right? Let me see. What's David Wood doing? Dawood Wood. Let me check what Dawood Wood is doing.
But they don't do anything, and it's all just fake.
Look at this.
I'm not sure if he was doing investigation or not. I think he was more looking.
What the heck, man? David was supposed to be traveling or something. I don't know what he's doing here. Loser. Let me type loser. Yeah. All right. Good.
For place for Joy, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, what is that? The kid?
Anyway, let's continue. Ryan Gosling, you're financially finished, boy. Jack Ray gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank you for imprisoning 10 more people in this cult that we're building with great effort. Ryan Gosling, you're hiding your financial assets, boy.
You're hiding, boy. You're hiding.
Seth Bielev, have you heard of Turkey Avcı, a Turkish student in Israel who said positive things about Israel, got death threats, family was doxxed in Turkey, and has an arrest warrant now against her in Turkey? What the hell? I actually know her. I mean, I don't really know her, but I know her, like Candace Owens. What? This is funny. Is this her? Let me see. I am pretty sure that when I was in Israel, the last time she contacted me and said she would like to meet me and do something together to amplify more non-Jewish or non-Israeli voices speaking up for Israel and all that. And because we both speak Turkish, she got in touch with me and wanted to do that. I saw somebody bring it up the other day, but I didn't know it was her. Yes, this is her. I messaged with her before. I got her number. What the hell? I should probably ask what's up. Let me have a look here. Have you heard of Turkey Avcı, a Turkish student in Israel who said positive things about Israel? Her family was doxxed in Turkey and has an arrest warrant now against her in Turkey. Dude, I should probably bring her on, shouldn't I? Turkish Muslim student faces arrest, death threats after calling herself a Zionist. Interview. Aspiring journalist Avcı moved to Israel from Turkey 5 years ago. Last week, Instagram influencer Tal the Traveler posted a video in which he asked Avcı if she is a Zionist. This is her. Turkish Muslim student Turkey Avcı now unable to go back to Turkey because of an arrest warrant in her name. There is a warrant out for my arrest, Turkish Muslim student Turkey Avcı told the Jerusalem Post on Tuesday. Aspiring journalist Avcı moved to Israel from Turkey 5 years ago to study at the Hebrew University. Last week, Instagram influencer Tal Oran, who goes by the username Tal the Traveler, doesn't he go by the Traveling Clat? My dear friend Tal uploaded a video in which he asked Avcı if she, a Turkish Muslim woman, was a Zionist. Now I want to see that. Tal. Let's see. Is it on his YouTube channel? I have contact to all of these people. I should just contact them quickly, right? TPUSA. Let's see what he posted. Turkish. Where's the video? I can't find it on his YouTube page. Muslim girl, Muslim defense, Muslim. Anyway, we'll look at that in a second. Her response was yes, of course. So he asked her if she is a Zionist. Her response was yes, of course. Based.
It is totally based.
That night, the video went viral. It's right here. That night, the video went viral on Turkish media and social media. Thousands of comments from Turks called for her arrest and assassination. I was going to say something about Turks, but I will save it for now. Others recommended that Turkey's National Security Service investigate Avcı. I knew there would be some comments about the video, but for 48 hours, the only thing they were talking about was me, she told to the Post. Let me see if I can open this directly here. I hate opening Instagram. It's a terrible platform. Let me download it and play it. Hang on. Hang on. Okay.
You are a
Let's see.
Muslim Turkish woman who is a Zionist.
Yes.
Why did you come to Israel? Hi, how are you? Excuse me.
Hi.
Where are you from?
Turkey.
You're from Turkey and you live in Israel?
Yes.
Are you Muslim?
Yes.
You are a Muslim Turkish woman living in Israel?
Yes.
Why did you come to Israel?
Because I wanted to study here.
So you came to Israel to study, but why did you decide to?
Whose hand is this? What's with the hand? Really, what's with the hand? Who is this? Oh, this is a different towel, isn't it? Okay, that's funny. It's not our towel, it's a different towel.
Stay.
Because I was here on October 7th. And also before the October 7th, I met with Israelis. I saw that everything is actually quite different what I've been told.
And you're not Jewish and you fight against anti-Semitism.
Yes.
You consider yourself a Zionist?
Yes, of course.
You are a Muslim
How many towels are there in Israel? Is like every fifth person called towel? Probably.
Turkish woman who is a Zionist.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think about what's happening in Iran?
It's horrific, and we should all take lesson from that, especially my country in Turkey.
You support the people of Iran?
Of course, of course.
Do people in Turkey like Israel?
Right now, no, unfortunately.
Why not?
Because of all the extreme Islamist propaganda going on in my country.
People say that Israel is doing a genocide against Palestinians, but as a Muslim woman, do you feel safe in Israel?
Yes,
I know it looks very threatening. It looks like he's about to slap her. That's what I thought too. Looks like he's about to beat her up. Like, what are you doing here? Why do you support Israel?
In Israel?
Yes, I feel safer than I was in.
Hey, I really want to talk to you. You look like a very nice person. You look fantastic. Can I get to meet you, please? Very interesting.
As a Muslim woman
No judgment. Okay. Maybe that's just how he communicates.
from Turkey, you feel safer in Israel than you feel in Europe.
Yes, 100%.
What is one thing that you were surprised about when you came to Israel for the first time?
Diversity, 100%. I was shocked when I walked into my class and I saw students from all over the race and religion, and they were all so free to express their
Why did the music randomly stop?
feelings and their thoughts about everything. I was
Israel
so
is the
fresh.
only country that has democracy in the Middle East.
That's true. I'm so happy that the people here welcome me. Yes.
It's actually shocking because, like, I think Israel is the only country in the Middle East where you can have like a gay pride flag in a shop.
Yes. And was more shocking to me. I live in Jerusalem, and last year we had a gay pride in Jerusalem. That all the soldiers and police officers, they closed all the city for the gay pride, and there were also groups who were protesting against Israel and IDF.
For me, it's crazy that there are people that support Palestine that are gay, but they don't know you can't be gay in Palestine. You can only be gay in Israel in the Middle East. That's the only country where you can feel safe as a gay person in the Middle East.
Yes, this is one of the things they don't know.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
And it's so nice to meet you. So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
I have to say the gay thing is not a very good selling point in 2026. So it's also not a good selling point for the left. It is not for the right. It is not for the main. It is not for the center. It is not for the left. I would not. I know this might sound a little bit. I don't know what it would sound like. But I think it is one of those narratives that are kind of a little bit behind the times, and the whole this is the only place where you can be gay, and this is the only place where LGBT stuff is totally accepted, and all that is not a good selling point for anybody at this moment in 2026. So in all honesty, I mean it's good that they're not killing the gays, right? but it doesn't appeal to anybody anymore. It doesn't appeal to anybody in the West anymore. It doesn't appeal to Middle Eastern people. It doesn't appeal to anybody. So I would try. I would advise for people who want to talk a little bit more to non-Israelis about Israel. I would advise not to emphasize that point too much. That might have meant something in the past. It doesn't mean much at the moment anymore. The conservatives don't really respect it. They don't care about it. The average person nowadays, right now, with the trend, doesn't really care about it. And the progressive leftist pop culture, when they hear you say that kind of stuff, they simply they see this as a tactic, and they see this as, what's it called, pink washing, however that is defined. It doesn't sell well. So I would encourage people not to talk about that too much. There's a lot of stuff that you can bring up. There are lots of things that you can bring up, such as how Arabs are actually treated inside Israel, how much there is actually a democratic system in Israel. Going through Israel and I don't know, showing minorities, showing Israelis, showing Christians and Muslims live side by side and communicate with each other. Stuff like this is, these are things that should be emphasized a little bit more, because people outside Israel don't really see this. Those who are not aware of how Israel actually is really have this ridiculous impression that if you walk around in Israel and you are not a Jew, you will have like people attacking you or something like that. That if you are an Arab and you are in Israel, that you will be people will be all over you and treat you like dirt or something like that. When it's complete nonsense. Because 20% of Israeli citizens are Arabs. Arabs are everywhere. Minorities are everywhere. Has nothing to do with the reality. So those are the things that should be emphasized significantly more. The whole gay thing, everybody gets it, and nobody expects it. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody is really impressed by it. These are just my 2 cents.
Do people in Turkey like Israel?
Right now, no, unfortunately.
Why not?
Because of all the extreme Islamists.
I love you. I really love you. Yeah. This is it. This is why they want her arrested. Bunch of savages, man. What a culture of barbarians. Let's continue. Let's continue. Where were we? Where were we? Here. At first, Avcı was not too worried, believing this would all die down, but then people on social media and even journalists, such as one from the news outlet TRT, started sharing pictures of her parents, their ID numbers, and other personal information they had somehow found. Then I started worrying a lot. Avcı said, I'm going to message her right now. That's pretty messed up. The TRT journalist wrote conspiracy theories about Avcı, proposing, for instance, that she was an Israeli agent and a journalist at a daily Turkish newspaper. Yeni Şafak claimed her brother had threatened him. He tried to dehumanize me and provoke people. Avcı said of that reporter. And then the other random social media people found out my ID, everything, and my Turkish number. And it's all over social media. And I was getting thousands of messages on my social media account. After a while, the number of messages became overwhelming. People were threatening her with rape and death. That sounds very familiar. They launched what could only be described as a coordinated jihadist-style lynch campaign, she said. The post found 122,000 results for her name on Google in the past week alone. Damn, man. I'm going to check that myself now. Okay, I see it. Yeah. She's everywhere, suddenly. And I didn't really see it at all. That's funny. She's unsure how safe she is in Israel, given that people in Turkey said they contacted their Palestinian friends to hunt her down and harm her. Good luck with that. She'll be much safer in Israel than she is in Turkey, definitely. Then on Thursday last week, Avcı learned that there is an arrest warrant in Turkey in her name. She is now unable to go back to Turkey or even go to its embassy in Israel, and believes that if she sets foot in Turkey, she would be killed. I'm familiar with this. I have an arrest warrant out against me still. I'm not sure what happened to it. Interestingly, however, her lawyer in Turkey was unable to review the file for the arrest warrant and therefore cannot see its details for the reason for the warrant. Avcı had, following a much less intense and much briefer incident with the media last year, sought a lawyer and passed him her power of attorney. I cannot read. To Avcı and her lawyer, the inability to access information suggests that state security is in charge of the matter, as a police warrant would have been sent to her lawyer first rather than kept secret. Only the prosecutor knows, she said. Her family is receiving threats. And let's see. I love Turkey, but like how it turned out now is unbelievable. It's like we are going to be Iran and Iran is going to be Turkey, like it was 20 years ago. Very, very funny. I mean, it is a lost country. It's a completely lost case with a lost culture and a lost religion. But yeah, I will try to reach out to her and maybe talk to her. I don't want to get her into more trouble, but I don't think I can get her in any more trouble, honestly. So it would be good to hear from her. Wallen, send a prayer up for my wife. We already did. I already read this. I put it here twice. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Jesus loves you. Basically, he got financially zooted by a gay man. That is true. Mohammed Hijab has been financially zooted. Christopher Firamoska, I think Mujab doubts Islam heavily because he speaks with certainty, and you can tell even in discussions with Bart Ehrman, he gets uncomfortable. I know for a fact that he has that his reasons for staying within Islam are not conviction. They are because it's the only thing he has, and he wants to go to heaven because he might die soon or something like that. That's what he told me. So I'm just sharing this. I don't care. Noam MKW, what's up, Noam? I know many Turkish young people hate Erdogan. Does it also make them critical on anti-Semitism in Palestine? No. It's very complicated. Erdogan is a scumbag, and lots of Turks hate him, especially the younger generation hates him. That said, even among those who do hate him, and among the leftist population, for example, in Turkey, and the others, or the nationalists who hate him, they still have their own problems, and many of them still have those very same problems. This is why I say that Turkey is kind of a lost cause. You know, it's complete trash. That's what it is. I have a friend in Rasht, Iran. We spoke today when she got internet access. She said around 40,000 people are dead. War ammo was used in big cities, but metal rubber ones in Rasht. Protests have calmed too. We'll see what happens this weekend. Who told you to judge by it? Zabiba Zabiba. Those are very good songs. I like them. Ash Mays, why are you gay? Sir Prophet, the Al-Zud are safe in Israel. That's true. Kicks said also rubber bullets might not sound that bad, but her mom was shot by one and it penetrated her skin and got stuck. She managed to remove it herself and sanitize the wound because she is a doctor. Rubber pellets are not bad. They are horrible. They are horrible. And when they're sprayed on people, they can cause brutal, horrible damage. I have seen pictures. We have seen photos over the last weeks that look very, very terrible. So that's that. Twitter down. Anything else? All right. So I just actually wanted to cover the whole Mohammed Hijab situation. I wanted to keep it short today. I will keep it short. Make it an easy watch, an easy view, and then prepare for another live stream tomorrow with David Wood. There's a lot of stuff to say, including stuff about the sex trafficker, the lunatic, the Nazi. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, all about them. While you're here, make sure to like this stream, zoot the like button, and behead the subscribe button. Let me have a few more things here. Also, once you leave the house to protest, the police will patrol the streets, so it's very hard to return home safely without getting caught. Please cover the Muslims who went on the Hajj twins to whitewash Islam. Who went there? Well, the Hajj twins are retarded twins. It's kind of it's very difficult for me to sit through something like that. I will check it out though. I will just end it here. Thanks everybody for joining. You can now wait a minute. Let me try this. Let me direct everyone to David Wood's live stream here. Let's see if I can make that work. And then it will say that I raided his live stream or something like that. I want to act like one of those Twitch kids. Let's see. How do I do this? I will post the link here and pin it. Go to David Wood's live stream. It will say AP zooted the live stream. Apostate Prophet zooted this live stream. Something like that. I will pin it. Then I will adjust my settings here and redirect people to go and watch that live stream or something like that, if I can figure that out. I don't even know if I can at this point. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Redirect. Oh. Let's see. Okay. I now marked his live stream. All right, everybody go watch David Wood. Thanks everybody for watching. 1 dig if in Detroit. Stay warm and stay safe. Yes, 1 degree. Yes, it's very, very cold up here. Exposing false doctrines. God bless you, AP, and all that you do. May the Holy Spirit guide you to the unbunkable book of Daniel. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pray for me. All right, thanks everybody. Go watch David Wood. See y'all tomorrow. God bless y'all and God bless America. And as they always say,
stay away from Islam.
Do that.